Welcome, everyone, to Unity Center of Peace. Today is October 15th. My name is Mary Shapiro, and our theme today is Dreams Do Come True. When you wish upon a star, it makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. When your heart is in your dreams, and no request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true.
And I will read the statements for our church and then the daily word. Our vision statement: Unity Center of Peace is a thriving spiritual community offering love, peace, and support to all. Our mission: we spread the unity message by opening our doors and our hearts to the healing and expansion of personal and global consciousness. Our prosperity statement: we believe that true prosperity is a sense of fulfillment in every area of our lives, our minds, our bodies, our emotions, and our circumstances. We are richly, bountifully, and beautifully prospered in every good way, so it is, and so we let it be. And our statement of peace: we stand for peace, we stand for love, we stand for forgiveness. We honor the many names for God, the many paths to God, the many ways to worship God, for there is only one power and presence of God, and God loves each one of us equally. We urge all nations, their leaders, and their people to turn to God by whatever name and to pursue peace, for peace honors the God of all faiths. We stand for peace in our lifetime. Amen. And now for the daily word.
Another senior moment. And for those of us who are retired, today is October 15th, Sunday. The daily word for today is generous. The affirmation is, the abundance of the world flows through me. I am securely in the flow of prosperity when I receive graciously and gratefully and share my abundance generously. Whatever I share with a loving, giving heart blesses me as much as it blesses the one who receives it. Each time I share of my supply, I am demonstrating my trust that I will always have what I need. When I share of myself, I am living my faith that I am a divine being empowered with a limitless supply of divine ideas. The richness of an abundant universe flows through me. Knowing this, I don't hesitate to be generous so others will know the abundance of the world as I know it. Through my giving, may they also know the blessings of the awesome power and grace of God as they bless me daily. We are confirmed in this in 1 Corinthians. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit that is from God, so that we may understand the gifts bestowed upon us by God. The daily word today is generous.
Wow. Back to me. I'm going to sing the song that I was planning, and then I'm going to reflect a little bit on that word generous. So please be remembering what Leon read so beautifully. And I also want you to be thinking, here's your challenge for today, is to be thinking of a time that you made a wish upon a star, or by blowing out candles, or a prayer, and that it did come true. And don't think about whether it's still true, or don't think about what came after that, but think about that moment of when it actually came true. So be thinking about that, please, of a dream that came true. And here's a song, original song called Dreams Come True. On a star, I gaze and wonder, it's so very far, and yet its light comes shining through, just like a dream coming true, just like a dream coming true. When I name that star in the sky, when I name it and claim it and say this one's mine, when I dare to share it, I often find there are other stargazers too. I'm not alone now, dreams do come true. And then faith, she whispers like some long lost sister, and she's saying, hey girl, you know that I'm with you. Dreams do come true. Sleepless night, golden day, when your dream has faded away, and it's like a bolt out of the blue that your faith will see you through, and your dreams to come true. Because faith, she whispers like some long lost sister, and she says, hey girl, you know that I'm with you. Dreams do come true. Dreams do come true. You might have to work for them. Dreams do come true. All those sleepless nights, dreams do come true. Do come true. Dreams do come true. So, the story behind that song is that I first wrote it in 2012, and then I rewrote it in 2013. And I revisited it this year, and then I revisited it 2 weeks ago because I was not happy with this song, and I had never really played this song out or shared it with anyone. So this is new for me to share this song in this way. My friend Tom Goss, who's a professional musician and has been forever, well, at least since 2008, excuse me. He was in town and he stayed with me, and I said, Tom, can you help me with this? And he helped me with my dream song. And so now I'm very happy. So I asked you to think about dreams that have come true for you. And I would love for you to share later at the end of this talk some dreams, if you want to, that have come true for you. And again, to be thinking about that magical moment of joy and release and love and peace and all those things that come or came for me when those dreams come true. All right. what I'm going to do is I'm going to sing another song here because it's about work. And for me, one of my challenges in my life has been work and finding work that is rewarding, financially rewarding, as well as spiritually rewarding. And so that's why that word abundance generosity, is that right, Leon? It was generous or generosity. And that is special for me today, because that was like a magical moment. So part of this talk today is going to be about that, about those little magical moments of things coming true when you did not expect them. So this is something that I hold in my wallet. It's the size of my credit card. And I hope it's not backwards, but if it is, I'll read it to you. And every time I'm using money or my credit card, I say this, I read this. It says, I am a magnet for money, and it flows easily to wherever it is needed. And what Leon read today is the abundance of the world flows through me. So I was especially grateful for that reading today. So this next song is a song by Charlie King, and it's an old one. And you might recognize it or you might not, but I'm hoping that you join me in the chorus. Mute yourself, because we know that Zoom doesn't work very well when we try to sing along, but this is called Our Life is More Than Our Work. Look all around you, say, look all around you. See all there is just to being alive about. Look all around you, the people around you. See all there is just to being alive, 'cause our life is more than our work, and our work is more than our jobs. No, our life is more than our work, and our work is more than our jobs. Time clocks and bosses, investments and losses. How can we measure our life in numerals? Time clocks and bosses, investments and losses. How can we measure our life in this way? 'Cause our life is more than our work, and our work is more than our jobs. You know that our life is more than our work, and our work is more than our jobs. Think how our life could be, feel how our life could flow. Just do once we could manage letting go. Think how our life could be, feel how our life could flow. It's just for once we could let ourselves go, 'cause our life is more than our work, and our work is more than our jobs, and our life is more than our work, and our work is more than our jobs. So let go what holds you back. Close your eyes and take a dive. Get into the universe we got to keep alive. Let go what holds you back. Close your eyes, take a dive. We got a universe fighting to live. 'Cause our life is more than our work, and our work is more than our jobs. You know our life is more than our work, and our work is more than our job. So have any of you heard that song before? Yeah. So long, no? Some of you. I first heard that in 1985. I was a junior at the College of St. Benedict in Minnesota, and I still didn't know what my major was going to be, and I needed to graduate within 2 years. So that song, and Charlie King sang that live in concert, that song went straight to my heart and came out my eyes in the form of tears, in the realization that my life is and was and is going to be more than my work, more than my job. And my job is going to be, my work is going to be more than my job. So people that are retired, you know that your work goes on, whether it's moving for yourself or whether it's helping others in one way or another. That's our work, right? So much more than our jobs. So what I'd like to do now is to have you actually, when you wish, to unmute yourself. I have a couple books that I'm going to read spontaneously by the page number that you tell me. And that these are going to be, what does this have to do with dreams? This has to do with being open and seeing what happens right around you that might lead you to your dreams or towards your dreams, even if they're little serendipitous coincidences. So I've got 2 different books. One is The Path Made Clear by Oprah Winfrey. And in here, she quotes a lot of different people. And then I have this one by Louise Hay. And it's Power Thoughts, and there's 365 of them. So if you would like to play this game with me, I'd greatly appreciate it. I will take, we'll do this 3 times because 3 is a magic number. And so you can choose a number between 1 and 365. Or if you would like it in the Oprah book, please choose a number between 1 and 180. So who would like to play? Tell me which book, Oprah or Power, and tell me a number. Leon.
Okay.
I'll take
Yeah.
Louise Hay for 15, my old baseball number. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Louise Hay for 15 says the following. I am unlimited in my own ability to create the good in my life. I am unlimited in my own ability to create the good in my life. For our life is more than our work, and our work is more than our jobs. Next, please.
Oprah 23. Say it again. Oprah 23.
Oprah for 23. Oprah for 23 for Zach. This is by Bishop T.D. Jakes.
Oh, okay.
If we can get the clutter out of our mind, if we can get guilt out of our mind, if we can get shame out of our mind, if we can get worry out of our mind, if we can get busyness out of our mind, then all of a sudden, we're going to have an idea. We're going to have lots of ideas, which are seeds. And the seed of an idea gets planted firmly in our mind when we believe in ourselves and when we believe in our own potential. That's Bishop T.D. Jakes. Because our life is more than our work, and our work is more than our jobs. Thank you. One more person.
Well, I'll take power 36.
Power for 36. No person, no place, no thing has any power over me. For I am the only thinker in my mind. No person, no place, no thing has any power over me, because I am the only thinker in my mind. And my life is more than my work, and my work is more than my job, for our lives is more than our work, and our work is more than our jobs. So get yourself relaxed. We're going to have about a 3-minute meditation for you to think about, if you wish, or just open to listen, about dreams, things that have come true, seeds, whatever you are open to. I'll take us in with some music and out with some music. Thank you for muting yourself. Or if Neil could mute everyone except me, that would be great. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Patty. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Yes, Bob told on you. But I think that's a very appropriate way, especially in this service, to come out of meditation. Because for me, when my dreams come true, I have that feeling of joy. I have that feeling of accomplishment. I have that feeling that I'm supposed to be here, that life is working. So one of my wishes that has come true, and then I'll open it up to you, whomever would like to share, is, gosh, there are so many. The Sacred in All song that I wrote, and that I always consider a co-write with God. And the story behind that, in case you have forgotten it, is that I was a teacher. It was bad world for me. And I was a teacher in a classroom and things were not going well. And the song was called originally The Room of Despair. From the title, you can tell it was not a healing song. And then 2 years later is when I really needed a blessing for myself. And I went into that quiet place and I listened and I heard the melody to that song, but I heard new words. I heard the words about being surrounded and protected by God. St. Patrick's breastplate, right? You know, God be before me, behind me, on my left and my right, and above and below. And so God has not only my back, but my front, my sides, above and below. And so that it was a dream come true for me to be able to hear and rewrite that song. And it's been very powerful in my life, and people have told me it's been powerful in their lives too. So that was kind of a bad situation that became a dream come true. So thank you for listening. And I would love to hear any of your stories of dreams coming true, be they very little or bigger. Who's ready?
In
Ready?
1993.
I'm gonna go first. Okay,
Go ahead.
go ahead, Bob.
Oh, in 1993, I took a training, and in the training, the guy asked me, "What do you want? What 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 do you want?" I visualized a lovely blonde girl who loves me more than I can imagine. And I think I got her.
I'll do mine real quick since we're on. One of my lifetime dreams was to be a counselor, and I was a teacher, and I did lots of things in my life, and I fairly nice achievements, and working with kids was amazing to me. But I had always wanted to be a counselor. So when Robert and I got married, he said, why don't you go back to school since that's your lifetime dream? In 2012, together, our dream came true, and I got my master's in counseling. And as of this month, I am with the Department of Defense, helping the military as a counselor for over 11 years. So I graduated in 2012. 45 of our family members were at the graduation ceremony. And I happened to have gotten the honor of being the speaker, the student speaker for the graduation, which was pretty awesome.
1,200 graduates.
More than that, though.
She was the speaker.
There were more than that. There were like 3,000 people, but it was quite a milestone for me. And I never dreamed that technologically that was the stumbling block for me. And after almost 11 years using technology to its fullest, every day I go, did I really do that? So I'm so grateful to God and to Robert and to my family who have been encouraging and there for me. And I love this room that we have every Sunday. It means so much. And your song, one day I was in a place where I needed your song, and you had given, or I had a recording of it somewhere, maybe on my phone. When you sang, I would record it on my phone at church, and I played it and wrote down the words, and I had to play it back many times to get all the words on a piece of paper and to sing that song to myself. It meant so much. So thank you, Mary.
Thank
What
you.
she didn't tell you was that 12 people applied to be selected, and she was down to the final 5. And then I said, how many people are you going to have to reread your speech to? And finally, she was selected from the 5 finalists. And I was told her son at that graduation, this is the proudest moment of my life.
Oh,
Dreams do come true.
dreams do come true. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Bob.
Been dying to tell that story to somebody.
And you've told it, and that's beautiful. Thank you. Who would like to be next? Can't see everyone. Wait, I will do gallery view.
I'll go.
Leon, thank you.
Several of my dreams have come true. When my wife accepted the proposal, getting to act in a play with Zach, meeting Jane Maddox. But I think one of the more recent ones was when I got the package to retire, and out of the blue, they paid me to leave. And like Patty, I think over 1,200 people were glad to see me go.
So retirement's been a good thing for you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Happy to hear that. Thank you, Leon. We have time for one more. Jody or Zach or both?
Do you have something, Zach? Does anyone else want to go or if we only have time for one, is there one that someone else wants to say? Because I was just trying to.
I think we have time. We have time. Thank you for being.
Because it takes a bit for both of us to get going.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm very grateful for you that you said, don't worry about if it's true now. Because because this whole period of the pandemic has been me gathering new dreams, but a lot of them have come true. Before I left the church I was at before this, I finally made the kind of connections that people were telling me that I would make all the time. I finally really found a group of friends that came through the faith, and even if they aren't still in it, they're still friends. You know, so that's the glory of it. You know.
So that was your dream come true?
Yeah, because people are always saying that if you were walking in the faith, you'd be able to find friends and use your gifts. And a lot of times in service projects, I was just a warm body. But I started using the writing that I have, and people accepted that for a bit. And I'm grateful for that. You know?
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. It's beautiful.
I don't know if I have anything, Zach. I can't think of anything that's specific, a dream that I had. That's you know, that's making me think. I can't think of dreams that I had. I think a lot of my life has been survival. So I think instead of dreams, I have serendipity. You know,
There you go.
it's
we
like
go.
you're not dreaming it, it's just presented in your path. And it gives you that same joy, I think, of maybe having this big dream that you make or it's fulfilled. It's the same joy. It's just you're just not expecting it.
There
right?
you go.
Right. And so little things are always, I say, oh boy, that was real serendipity. I say that all the time. It really means I was in the, you know, however you want to say it, the right place at the right time, or I was, you know, in the flow of life and it directed me to that place or whatever. But that's the kind of things that I usually think of. This is kind of a silly one. I just thought of it while I was talking, but Zach is a real Disney file. He likes Disney. He likes Disney animation, Disney music, plays, that sort of thing.
Neil.
So we went to Disney World, and when he, you know, he wanted to ride the Pirates of the Caribbean, and it was not accessible. And it was disappointing, but we talked.
Because back when it would have been accessible, I was
Yeah, if I
scared.
could have carried him when he was little and put him
But I
on
was
it,
scared.
he was scared to ride them. But anyway, we were standing around at the end of the night, waiting to get on a different ride that was accessible, and they had to bring the special boat around and all that. And so the manager was talking to us because he was there filling out the schedule for the next day. And he said, Zach, if you had one wish of one ride you'd like to ride, what would it be? And he said, Pirates of the Caribbean. He said, okay, I want to see if I can make that happen. So he said, be back here at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. No, not back here, back at the Pirates of the Caribbean, and we'll get you on that ride. So, you know, it takes, you know, you have to step down into a boat, and it's been really impossible. So we got there, and there were these other men there that work for Disney, his boss and him and somebody else. They took us around the back to an entrance. They took us up an elevator to the other side of the load on place, brought a boat around, and everybody picked him up, you know, one appendage on each person, and put him in that boat. And then we rode the
The
ride.
only problem with this is everybody in that line saw my butt.
Well, yeah, Zach was afraid everybody standing in the line saw his rear end coming, but, and so we rode the ride, and then when we got to the end, they had brought his wheelchair down the elevator, brought it around and put it at the end, so, and picked him out of the boat and put him back on. So it wasn't anything that I ever thought was possible,
Great.
but it was kind of a dream come true, so, and it fit with your Disney song of a dream come true, so. So that was something, like I said, it's kind of it's kind of a silly thing, but it's also, you know, it's that unexpected thing that happens.
That's perfect.
Zach, one more comment.
One more. Okay.
You're the most important person that I would miss the most if you weren't speaking. I really value your wisdom and the heart, from the heart. Don't underestimate yourself, young man.
Okay. Just because I talk slowly doesn't mean I'm underestimating.
Yeah, yeah.
One of the things that I value is how slowly and clearly you speak.
There you go.
Not a
There you go.
fault,
See?
the quality.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That makes me feel good.
And now I feel like I have to say so. You're ready for it. We're going to a movie next week.
We might, yeah, we might be
Yeah.
going somewhere next week and might not be here. But yeah, thank you for saying that, because when Zach was in school, I was told over and over again, he didn't have any thoughts. He was just echolalic, and he hears words and he just says them, but he doesn't know what they mean. And I disagreed, but I like other people, you know, validate that for me. It's good.
Gosh. Yes. Yes.
True, it's true.
Mhm,
What a gift.
mhm.
Oh, thank you so much, everyone. What a gift you have all been to me today. I think we have time for both Let There Be Peace on Earth and Sacred in All.
Mm,
And
yeah.
then hopefully, Zach, if you have some time, I would love to stick around and hear some of your stories that make me smile.
Okay.
So,
And Jane, did you have, I saw Jane take
And I
a,
saw Neil.
your hand up, my dear.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, first to Jody, that, you know, you say you didn't think wishes come true or whatever, but what you just described is a wish came true.
yeah.
It may have been Zach's wish, but
Mhm,
it's
mhm.
your wish too, and it came
Mhm.
true. And Zach, I think you were one of the wisest young people I have ever met. So keep on going, kiddo.
Mm. Yeah.
A lot of
True.
wisdom here.
Thanks.
Very true. Very true. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God and freedom, and we all one with each other in perfect harmony. Wait for it. Let's begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow to take each moment and live each moment with peace eternal. Be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. I'm going to do the sacred in all, and then I'll show you the final slide and we can say the final blessing together. Love go before you, leave peace behind you. Send the angels to guide you on your left and your right. Great Father above you, gentle Mother below you, teach you and show you the sacred in all. If you see with God's eyes, you hear with his ears, when you touch with God's hands, it will calm all your fears. Open your mind, help your heart understand the sacred in all. So God go before you, leave peace behind you. Send the angels to guide you on your left and your right. Great Father above you, gentle Mother below you, teach you and show you the sacred in all. Will teach you and show you the sacred in all. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Blessed be. Have a beautiful day.